Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine? A sense of being watched when you were certain you were alone? On the forgotten outskirts of an old town, nestled deep within a thicket of overgrown woods, lies a place that embodies that very feeling. It's a place you won't find on any map. A secret whispered only by the locals who know its dark history. They call it the Forgotten Tunnel. Its story begins decades ago, during the chaos of war. It was carved out of the earth with a desperate purpose, a hidden artery for supplies and soldiers. But its construction was shrouded in mystery from the start. Men who went in to dig, strong and full of life, would sometimes disappear. One day, a whole crew vanished without a trace. No bodies, no signs of a struggle. Just tools left lying in the dirt as if their owners had simply evaporated into thin air. Fearing a curse, the authorities sealed the entrance, entombing its secrets and whatever took those men, hoping to forget it ever existed. But some things refused to be forgotten. As years turned into decades, the legend of the Forgotten Tunnel grew, becoming a rite of passage for thrill-seeking teenagers. They'd pry open the sealed entrance, armed with flashlights and bravado, eager to conquer the darkness. But what they found inside wasn't just darkness. It was a living, breathing silence that felt heavy and ancient. Many who dared to venture in came sprinting out, pale and trembling, telling the same terrifying story. The sound of footsteps echoing behind them in the pitch black, perfectly in sync with their own, even when they were absolutely certain they were alone. Imagine stepping into that gaping maw. The first thing that hits you isn't the smell of damp earth and decay, but the cold. It's not a normal underground chill. It's a deep, penetrating cold that feels unnatural, as if the very air is being exhaled from a pair of unseen, icy lungs. It clings to your skin, seeps into your bones, and makes the hairs on your arms stand on end. You can feel it, a presence, just beyond the beam of your flashlight. Watching, waiting, breathing. It's a feeling that tells every instinct in your body to turn back, to run. But human curiosity is a powerful thing, isn't it? It pushes us to go a little further, to see what's around the next bend. Those who ignored the cold and the echoing footsteps reported something even more disturbing. Muffled cries, faint and desperate, seemed to emanate from within the solid rock walls themselves. It sounded like dozens of voices, trapped and weeping, their sorrow absorbed by the very stone that imprisoned them. Were these the echoes of the lost workers, their spirits forever bound to the place where they vanished? Or was it something else, a sinister mimicry designed to lure you deeper into the tunnel's embrace? One story, in particular, has cemented the tunnel's terrifying reputation. A young urban explorer named Alex, determined to document the tunnel and debunk the myths, went in with a high-end camera. He was supposed to be back by nightfall. He wasn't. His friends waited, then called the police. A search party was organized, but they refused to go deep into the tunnel, their own local fears holding them back. Days later, a hiker stumbled upon Alex's camera, lying discarded in the mud just outside the tunnel's entrance. The camera was intact, but Alex was gone. The authorities reviewed the footage, hoping for answers. What they found was pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel. The first part of the video was what you'd expect. Alex narrating his journey, his voice confident as he stepped into the darkness. But soon, his tone changes. He starts whispering about the cold, about the feeling of being followed. The footage becomes shaky. Then, for the final 20 minutes, the screen is completely black. The camera must have been dropped or covered. But the audio continued. There was no dialogue, no screaming, just the sound of quiet, heartbreaking sobbing, punctuated by a faint, rhythmic dripping, and underneath it all, a low, guttural breathing that wasn't Alex's. The sobbing slowly faded, and the video ended. To this day, no one has ever reached the end of the Forgotten Tunnel. Perhaps it has no end. Perhaps it's a one-way passage to somewhere else. The locals have a stark warning for anyone foolish enough to seek it out. Those who walk too far into its depths simply never return. They join the chorus of weeping voices in the walls, another victim claimed by the suffocating darkness. So, if you ever find yourself on the edge of an old town, and you stumble upon a dark, arched opening that calls to your sense of adventure, remember this story. And if you dare to step inside, and you hear the soft crunch of footsteps echoing behind you when you know you're alone. Whatever you do, fight the urge. Don't stop. Don't look back. And for God's sake, don't turn around. Because what you might see in the fleeting beam of your flashlight is the last thing you will ever see. What do you think's waiting in the darkness of the forgotten tunnel? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that lurk in the shadows. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.